playing top 8.
Yeah, he does have the blue sleeves. I think he's playing Cobblade.
Alright, so we just started recording. So welcome to round 3. This is the first round of coverage, first round of GG's Live coverage, brought to you by the Grand Prix Dallas-Fort Worth, brought to you by PastTimes.net, and coverage by GG's Live. In the booth, Rashad Miller, Ray Punsalon, and Brian Kowal. We're about to watch a match between Gavin Verhey. Sitting on the left. It's a surprise, we don't know what these guys are playing. Gavin Verhey sitting on the left.
Gavin's playing Cargo. Newcomer Johnny Job.
Versus Johnny Job. We're just going to make up a name for him. Hey, I know that guy.
Rising star Johnny Job.
I know that guy. That's Jonathan Job.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Job.
Both of them sporting their shirts. Star City Springs shirts.
Well, hopefully it won't come to
There's a lot of sponsorship dollars going into this match.
Yeah,
my girlfriend came up here with me. I'm like, man, if I don't pay too, we're going to Six Flags.
I was asking you earlier,
like it's
how many car blade top 8 and it's
very
Philly. We'll just say they're one.
Right, yeah. I just assumed it would go for Philly.
I think actually there's going to be like 6. That's the impression.
6?
Like all the good players are playing something like Cobblade, unless they all tanked. Like I see a pretty good representation of Cobblade in the top 8. I would not be surprised if it was even 7 or 8, but I could see like all Cobblade top 8.
If you look at the mothership, some of the hottest cars this weekend were Inferno Titan.
Oh, Balakut. We got a batch here. Now, Cobblade was originally invented to be a foil to Balakut, be really good against this deck. But a lot of Cobblade players have taken out a lot of the good cards against Balakut, so Balakut's actually like decent against him again.
Oh, maybe this is
a little
Mono Red Control. Mono Red Control did win a Grand Prix trial yesterday.
All right,
so this guy's not the winner of the Grand Prix trial, obviously.
Out of left field, we have we have Everflowing Chalice on turn 2, and Gavin's gonna drop out a Stoneforge Mystic. Pretty ideal against a deck like this, I would think, to try to get the discard going. The ever popular Sword of Feast and Famine going into his hand. All right, Johnny draws. Looks like I can't really see his hand,
Pilgrim's Eye here.
but it looks like a Pilgrim's Eye. It's going to stop to shuffle Gavin's deck and dig out a mountain. Maybe he's just mono red, man.
Just Mono Red Control. I know they're going to post up a list that won the Grand Prix trial eventually, but it did win a list. This could be very similar or maybe the exact list. Maybe this is the foil that you need to Cobblade. Have a couple options to prevent that sword from getting her quick.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. I was tooling around with some mono red the last couple of weeks, and it's actually like one of the better foils to the Cobblade deck is just being able to have a burn spell up when they're trying to
equip it.
Because they're going to invest a ton of mana to get the effect they want, and having a good point removal spell can really do a lot of damage.
Jonathan just drew another Pilgrim's Eye for the turn.
More eyes.
Gavin, what's the result?
Gavin's gonna let him just keep railing with card advantage here.
So what do you think of Pilgrim's Eye? You know, I kind of stepped away.
2 for 1, not bad.
I like Pilgrim's Eye.
So why do you think you include Pilgrim's Eye in this deck?
Make sure you get. You can't miss a land.
Can't get rid of it.
Well, I mean,
you playing that white thing?
is this
It matches up okay with
is this mono red Balakut?
Looks like it.
Well, that's probably why you use Pilgrim's Eye.
We think it's the mono red control deck from last night.
Oh, I heard about this.
Hopefully we get this guy's list and maybe play some people in the old training practice room.
Alright, so Pilgrim's Eye cracks in for 1, and now this is Kargan Dragonlord. Alright, this is not mono red control. You don't really play Dragonlord in the control deck.
No, Dragon Lord's a fine control card.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a dragon. It's a win condition that you can pay.
I guess
2 mana and bring it out.
Yeah, and if you're playing mono red like with a ton of red sources, like
I'm glad we're able to bring everyone something unusual at least.
No, I knew this. I knew what was up when I picked this feature match.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Don't pretend like it was happenstance or serendipity. Yeah, I got some big words. Those are only 2.
That's why you're unsure why the Pilgrim's Eye were coming in.
Yeah,
the Pilgrim's Eye, the deck I chose.
Johnny Job ready to get to work with some mono red here.
Gavin's free to equip the sword, but it's going to get blocked. Definitely get trumped by Pilgrim's Eye.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it's the right play to leave no red sources up, because now he has like, he just lets Gavin do this. Well, I mean, I guess he has a trouble with Pilgrim's Eye.
That's what Pilgrim's Eye is for, ladies and gentlemen. And it flies, right? So it blocks those Squadron Hawks.
But it's going to make it a lot harder to kill that Stoneforge Mystic with Battle Red, I would think. You know, like, you need 4 damage now to deal with that thing. Like, if he leaves a red open, what do you do when Gavin shoots that? Like, you equip and see if they have it?
I think you do.
Doesn't seem like...
You got to fear the Spectre still.
You can't live scared, Brian Kowal. You can't do it. You know scared, I know scared.
Slow and steady wins the race, man.
I thought running fast won races.
Jonathan dropping serious right now. He's mad focus. 4 mana tap. Molten Tail Massacre.
Ooh, I love that card.
Uh-oh.
4/4 Regenerator. It's a 4/4 for 4, and I just like saying that.
It resolves. But it needs 2 mana to regenerate, right? So I think he did play a land this time, so he still may be able to play land. But
well, you have the blue-white decks. The only real destroy effects that they have are, Day of Judgment. Unless Gavin has some type of disenchant effect.
You could have House or something.
Yeah, but you can't regenerate from House.
This deck is sweet.
You can't regenerate from Command.
Yeah. So so you're saying.
Well, he doesn't have to attack with it
either. I was sticking with the thing that you said first. All right, so cards in play. Gavin has a Stoneforge Mystic equipped with Sword of Feast and Famine. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has a few land, 1 Tectonic Edge, and some blue and white land. While Jonathan Job has a Pilgrim's Eye, a Kargan Dragon Lord, a Molten Tail Massacre, and a Chalice, an Overflowing Chalice for 1 with 1 counter. Malakut also in his land.
Gavin has a Gideon in his hand. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Glacial Fortress, among some other hidden cards.
It's not looking so hot. I guess he can Jace the Masticore back to his hand, probably, and get in there for a shot. Kill his Pilgrim Eye? That doesn't seem so great.
If he attacks or blocks a Pilgrim Eye, he's going to be able to shoot down the Mystic with a Lightning Bolt in John's hand, too.
I like Pilgrim's Eye in this deck.
So Jace is going to... Looks like it's going to Brainstorm because of the Lightning Bolt response.
Brainstorms it. Picks up Celestial Island hidden card. This doesn't look that good for Gavin right now.
No, I don't think this is
advantages of playing a deck that no one knows what's going on. Gavin doesn't have the right game plan.
Well, I don't think it's even just that. I think this Battle Red deck looks like they might have the weapons to really battle with this deck. I don't know about Game 2, but even Game 2 does sound so bad because I think he's eliminated a lot of the problems with playing a lot of the red aggro decks against. I don't think this deck seems like it's already pretty good against Core Firewalker.
Is Gavin still thinking? Oh, no. John thinking for the upkeep of Molten Tail Massacre. This card's another Kargan Dragon Lord. Picks up a mountain for his turn.
You have to fuel that Massacre. He doesn't just eat any card. He only eats the creatures, the freshest of the decomposed creatures in the graveyard. Changes them into lightning blasts.
I think a lightning blast. 4 mana for 4 damage.
Maybe he changes them into Sonic Burst. Is that the 4 damage for 2 mana and you discard a card?
It's like a random discard though.
Yeah, it's as close as you can get though.
It's a Mountain Blade. So John's considering leveling up his card game here.
Is that another Molten Tail in John's hand? That's not really a cool one to draw multiples of.
Yeah, well, I think you don't even want it. I mean, it's fine, because it fuels your other one.
Well...
That's the only good part.
I mean, I have had 2 Mastercores in play at one time, and, won that game, but I also had the artifact where you draw cards equal to another creature's in play.
Slate of Ancestry.
Yeah, I had a Slate of Ancestry in play.
That seems fair.
And a Guy's Cradle, so I was living the dream. And boy, was it good.
Stoneforge Mystics gets shut down by the Massacre, removing the card of Dragon Lord. And
now he's coming in for some damage.
7 damage right here.
So he just used 2 mana to level up after combat?
Yeah, I feel like you would say that mana regenerate your Massacre in case of a Day of Judgment.
Yeah.
Day of Judgment is
I think he's
scary right now.
Yeah.
Then again, a lot of Cowboy decks don't run it. Yeah, I guess they do.
Yeah, the blue-whites generally have a couple copies in the green deck.
Yeah, I think it's a risky level up, especially with your opponent at 9.
Well, you have to. John has another. Jonathan, I don't know if he goes by John or Johnny Job or what. But Jonathan, JJ. John has another Massacre in his hand. So if there's a Day of Judgment, he gets to untap, lay a Massacre, and then that Massacre gets to, it's really. Yeah.
Or if there's a
how does he not win the game next turn if he just leaves 2 mana up though?
It leaves Gavin drawing very thin.
So Gavin just plays a preordained. Looks like he put them both on the bottom.
Put them both on the bottom and picked up a Glacial Fortress. He has a Gideon, but Gideon
will keep him alive 1 turn.
Gideon.
You can kill the Massacre with Gideon, which you wouldn't be able to do if you left 2 mana.
That's true.
But with the 2 counters on his
Dragon Lord,
the Dragon Lord, he just gets to pump the Dragon Lord up.
Yeah, I think he needs to use the plus ability on Gideon. The Dragon Lord becomes a 4/4 that with fire breathing.
Yeah.
Well, if he puts 6 mana into it though, it becomes an 8/8. If he pays 2 more mana, it becomes a 4/4 flyer. If he pays 6 more mana, it becomes an 8/8 fire breather.
He killed the
Massacre.
And I think Gavin might be dead with 1, 2, 3,
well,
4,
1 mountain.
Yeah, if he has 1 mountain, he's dead.
And John draws.
Phoenix.
That has haste, right?
The hasty Phoenix.
Yeah.
That does it as well.
No, it doesn't. He's 1 point short.
Oh, it's a cough? Oh, he has a cough too.
Oh.
And then you.
That's the judge to keep off.
Alright.
Yeah,
cough,
so yeah, that will definitely do it.
And this is 9 damage exactly. He could have even coughed, made mana, and then come Dragon Lord before. He could have had a lot of fun, different ways to win that game there.
Yeah,
he still had all those.
So whatever that means.
Jonathan Jack. Yeah. All right.
Is that Chapin that just walked by?
Wow.
Is that
real?
Is that why you've been gone for like all this time?
We've got to get Patrick Chapin in here some point later. Patrick Chapin has a crazy.
Wait, it's we'll get him on camera so you all can see.
Yeah, we'll get him later on.
It's awesome. But you know what? It's in between games 1 and 2. It must be time to pay the bills.
We're not up there.
Oh, there we go. The GamingAccelerator.com always reminds you to blame Kibler. Are you guys blaming Kibler for all the things he's done to you?
I am liking that group on Facebook.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
It's kind of is Kibler's fault.
Check out GamingAccelerator.com to get your Blame Kibler apparel. They have t-shirts and binders.
That's a monster binder too. That's no slouch of a binder.
I actually think the monster binder with Blame Kibler on it are a little cheaper than the regular monster binder. So if you pick them up further out of this.
Yes, it's probably Kibler's fault. Yeah. And if you use the coupon code GG's Live, you get to save 10% off your entire purchase. And you can blame Kibler on Facebook if you go to tinyurl.com/blame Kibler. So thanks, GamingAccelerator.com. You can also buy awesome cards there.
All kinds of Kibler blaming up for
you can just blame him for all the things he's done.
Yeah, but this is the only place you can blame Kibler.
This is the only place you can officially, you can get official blaming.
These are the things that are officially Brian Kibler's fault.
Even if Kibler tries to sell you a shirt that says blame Kibler, it's not official. You have to get it from Gaming Center right there. So Gavin, what kind of things are in the common sideboards of Pago that might be good against Jonathan Job? Because I know a lot of them moved away from Celestial Purge.
Well, that's just the thing. Like, most of them are going with Core Firewalker to deal with decks like this, to deal with red decks. But I just think this red control deck is just built not to care about it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it even matter, other than you gain a little life, you get a bash in most of the time. But for the most part, Core Firewalker just doesn't seem that strong in this matchup. You probably bring in the Divine Offerings at the final. Got a couple targets there. And we saw that Jonathan was willing to tap out, so it gives you some opportunities to go after the Massacre.
How do I get into the chat room?
Johnny, on the other hand, wonder what he's bringing in.
Johnny Job looks like he already has all the tools in his deck.
If you come to this tournament, you know the one thing you have to know is how to beat Kago.
Tools for the job.
So I'm sure John knows exactly what he's doing. I really like seeing Massacre. Massacre is one of the cards I always wanted to play with, but it hasn't seen too much play.
I put it in the L's deck, in the sideboard. Like, there was one in the main, so you could find a Shaman for it, and then I had one in the sideboard for the control matchup, because basically, if you stick one of those, it's so hard for them to get rid of it. You never have to attack with it.
Excited to be here. Nice to be out in the Grand Prix. It's been a while since like Denver, so let me know when there's like stuff.
Other than like little fringe decks, Massacre hasn't seen that much play.
Well, shuffling up for game 2.
All right, so
Gavin,
let's say
we on the play here.
Let's say that you're Gavin. You probably don't have a lot of experience against this mono red deck.
No, you probably never seen it before, right?
And that game went relatively quickly. You kind of got beat down. Maybe you don't expect it to be a control deck. Maybe you think, hey, maybe it seems pretty aggressive. That was pretty aggressive against me. How do you approach this matchup? Do you approach it as any other red deck, or do you approach it as a control move?
You definitely don't approach it as any red deck. I think you have to just like when you go to sideboarding, you have to, in this case, especially against a rogue deck, the first thing you have to think about is like, all right, who is the beatdown here? Because like this is like Kago kind of plays a control deck, kind of plays like an aggro control deck sometimes. That's why it's really good. You know, it can play like either role very well. I think he has to picture himself as the control deck here, though, because the mono red deck's threats are going to be very, very expensive. So I think like his best bet is probably to like play like a slower like controlling game against him, and just like bring in all the counter spells he can, and try. Like, I'm not even sure he wants to bring in something. I hope he didn't bring in something like Core Firewalker, honestly, because I'm not sure it's going to be good against him.
Flash Freeze would be good though. Something.
Yeah, Flash Freeze would be awesome. Celestial Purge would be awesome. But yeah, I'm not sure Core Firewalker is going to do much.
I think for the likely cards to see, would probably be Flash Freeze, since people have been moving away from Celestial Purge, like you said, playing Core Firewalker.
All right, so we have some action here. We have a turn 1 Valakut from Johnny Job, and turn 2 we have Stoneforge Mystic from Gavin Verhey. So what's the equipment of choice?
Go just for Feast and Famine.
I think it's still Feast and Famine.
Right now is the best, and until the Sword of War and Peace, is that the name of the red white one? Is that official, the name?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I can't imagine them making a sword better than Feast and Famine.
Oh, you can make a sword better than anything.
It's so strong. Like, it's pretty much a sword of just time walking every turn.
So turn 2 for John was the Overflowing Shots. Preordained for Gavin. One on top and one in the bottom.
It's like taking an extra turn where you don't get to attack the next turn, which is just fine.
Again, passes up, ready to throw in the sword into play. Valakut picked up for John and his team.
John had the ideal second turn Overflowing Chalice to
get him where he wants to be. Mana. Is that representing, hey, I'm going to I'm going to kill your Mystic if you try to equip it during your turn.
It could be.
I think that's his plan.
Mana Leak protection.
And yeah, because I was wondering why he didn't play his.
Yeah, maybe he's just letting Gavin tap out. You know.
Oh, Gavin.
But Gavin's not taking the bait. Gavin's just going to attack with his Stoneforge Mystic, which I think is definitely the right play.
Attack 2 is going to bring Jonathan down to 19. Attack for 1, sorry. Jonathan down to 19.
Here's a Hawk out of Gavin. Load up that hand. Hopefully get a Jason Mind Sculptor down to start taking advantage of the control. I'm not sure leaving the Stoneforge packaging was the best idea. Because Mono Red just has so much to do against it.
It could be that Gavin just doesn't have that much to bring in. So just better.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that's why you might want Player Walkers, so you can like sort them up. Because they can't do anything about it. Unless they have a Masterboard.
Yeah.
Or Pilgrim's Eye to block with.
Wait, actually, there's lots of ways to deal with it.
Yeah.
John draws a Bolt for his turn, looks like.
I think now we're going to see. No, still no Valakut. I guess he wants to play. Does he want to play that Phoenix?
The red deck can almost sit back here. He's eventually going to get his mounds out and be able to Valakut things away.
Ratchet Bomb, though.
Yep, that's a Ratchet Bomb. A little bit off underneath the graphic.
Ratchet Bomb is going to
Ratchet Bomb for 2
do something.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's the control deck now? That's what Jonathan Job says.
Jonathan also has a scary late game because he has Valakut. We're going to see some equips. Gavin has a Flash Freeze in his hand, so he'll be able to protect whoever he equips.
Right. But the Flash Freeze doesn't help him. Okay, he's not equipping anyway.
He doesn't want to risk it.
The Flash Freeze doesn't change much anyway with equipping because he has he can just equip twice as well, you know. So it doesn't help him that much against like a double bolt. He's gonna play Jason +2 it.
Targeting himself. John has a double Phoenix in his hand.
Wow, no Phoenix.
Yeah, so this could be end of turn. You got to ramp up the Ratchet Bomb and possibly bolt the Jace so that you can Phoenix the Mind Sculptor.
Bolt the Jace.
You can Phoenix the Mind Sculptor afterwards.
Now, is Jace the Mind Sculptor just a kill at all costs card? I mean, can't you wait a turn? Can you go, oh, I can Phoenix it one turn and then Phoenix it the next turn? Or do you just do
I think
now?
I think the opportunity to just keep Gavin from being able to use it to profit. Like, all he did was +2 on his turn, so he doesn't gain any card advantage.
Exactly.
I think it's more than worth it. Like I said, like from the red player's point of view, he has to know that the only way Gavin can probably win is to be the control deck.
And so John is still thinking exactly what he wants to do during the end of Gavin's turn. Looks like he's looking at a couple of lightning bolts, trying to decide how he wants to approach this. And he decides not to use any. Then go on to his turn. Is that a Wormcoil engine he just drew?
I don't know about that card against him.
Oh, 4 mana, Mastercore.
That is not the Phoenix we were expecting.
Mastercore and Phoenix don't really play well together.
Yeah, not the. Well,
you can discard it, bring it back.
You can discard the Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good play because he has 3 artifacts right now. He has Metalcraft. Discard the Phoenix and he can.
You have to bring back the Phoenix during your upkeep, though, right?
No, I think it's anytime. You can just do it. Like, it's back. I got a Phoenix. Let me see that.
Mastercore is getting bounced right here.
Which is actually what I expected. But, and then equip the sword, and there is a lightning bolt in response. I think Gavin's fine.
You can only activate during your upkeep, but you can discard it during your upkeep and activate it.
Okay, it's not a trigger.
It's not a trigger, yeah. I'm not sure why he didn't kill Jace. That doesn't seem right.
I think he wanted to save his lightning bolts to stop creatures from getting equipped.
Now things are looking a lot better for Gavin.
Yeah.
Sword equipped.
He's pretty much putting himself in just the right position that he wants to be in against this deck. It's all about getting that one hit. Getting that one hit is so huge for Gavin's deck against a deck like Mono Red, or Eddie can try to control him.
So what are you going? Are you going for the swords now with your red?
You have to go for the swords now. The swords are the threats.
Put out 2 swords.
I think so. I don't know why he put that second sword out.
It could be Gavin has Divine Offering or Into the World to protect himself from Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah, the red deck's in such a bad position now because like he just has no idea what Gavin has. Like, Gavin could have anything now. He just has all his bad up. He has all his cards in his hand. He just brainstorm, or he hasn't brainstormed with Jace yet, but
he's got some value out of Jace already.
This is why Sword's so powerful. Because now he's the control deck and the aggro deck now.
Yeah, so Jonathan has just a Chalice with 1 counter and a Ratchet Bomb with 2 counters. 2 Valakut's, and he just played a
Manic Vandal.
Manic Vandal, targeting one of the swords.
So I guess we're not going to see the Ratchet Bomb go up to 3.
I guess it's going up to 4 now.
Replace a Fortress picked up by Gavin.
Bounce that, Jace. It's interesting he's just not going after that Jace at all. I don't know.
Gavin has a Jace sitting with 5 counters. The sword of that's also Sword of Feast and Famine. Or is that Body and Mind?
That's a Feast and Famine as well.
He's going to bolt in response to.
Yep, just have a lightning bolt. I'm thinking you can wait for attack step.
Yeah.
Toughness. Lightning bolt kills the Squadron Hawk.
Gavin finally gets to brainstorm. Now I had to think this game's probably over. I don't know why Manic Vandal though.
Manic Vandal doesn't seem that great.
He like basically used it to kill a permanent he was already going to kill.
I guess that I get.
So Gavin gets the Squadron Hawks that he put back on top of his library with Jace.
Yeah, I thought I could.
So he's going to set up another Squadron Hawk shuffle and brainstorm shenanigans.
One things you can do is Squadron Hawk and Jace. If you haven't played Fargo, it's one of the exciting things to do with it. It's along with equipping a sword and attack. John picked up in his draw, but he does have a mount in his hand. Still the Massacre from earlier.
He has a mount, he's playing a mount. He's going to try to get up to Valakut being active.
Still too short.
Yeah. Needs two more mountains to make double Valakut be active.
Looks like Manic Vandal going for Jace, I hope.
I think I would have put the Phoenix out. It's like.
Well, he needs one more artifact. The Phoenix is in the graveyard right now.
Oh. How did that happen?
Discard the Squadron Hawk and the sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Massacre resolved.
I'm not sure like how John Job played this game. I think you're a giant hasty evasion creature is a very good thing to hold on to in your hand against Jay's deck.
I feel like I would have used that opportunity. That one turn where we were talking, where you got bolt and got rid of Jace.
It just seemed like the natural play was to play that Phoenix and finish the face off.
So, Gavin.
It's the problem with playing a lot of these rogue decks, though. Like, he might have just found out about this deck last night or like the last week or so. And maybe he hasn't got as many games in against Chicago as he would like. not to mention the pressure of playing the GT's live camera plates.
There is a lot of pressure. That microphone is sticking out from underneath the tripod. It's pretty scary.
So Ratchet Bomb for two. Why does it?
Gavin put the wrong permanent in the graveyard.
I mean, I tried.
Gavin trying to do some shenanigans, trying to keep his disordering play.
He gets rid of Squadron Arc, points out that Manic Vandal dies too.
Yeah, it's a nice try.
Like, you did it for 2-3. So there's one of those Squadron Hawks that you got last time.
Now Gavin's swordless against a Masticore.
That Masticore might just go to town on Gavin Verhey's life total. Definitely has the fuel. And Jonathan Job is one artifact away from having Metalcraft yet again.
Any mana here for Tumble Magnet.
Tumble Magnet.
There you go, help. A little bit, not much, but does something. Wormcoil Engine pinch the Massacre.
Just has to draw an artifact now. He's in a bad spot, honestly. I'm not sure I would have discarded Wormcoil Engine to Masticore.
You would have
just play it, right? Like he's gonna tap it anyway for. He's gonna tap it anyway with this Tumble Magnet,
but he just took Pilgrim's Eye. So now he's able to play Pilgrim's Eye, get a land. Hopefully he doesn't play it, because now he can discard that land in Mastercore and bring back his Phoenix. Just technically he could play the land and then just let his Mastercore die, but bring the Phoenix back first.
I guess if he lets the Masticore go and then discards, and then he gets his Wormcoil countered, he's in really rough shape.
Masticore is such a beating.
Yeah, I love that card. I'm really surprised at how unpopular that card is.
First came out,
doesn't get much play at all.
Masticore is going to get bounced.
I think this is his opportunity to get rid of that Jace, right? It's down to one counter.
You've got to do it now, right? Probably should have done it during the upkeep.
Yeah. Keep from bouncing it?
Yeah.
Jace was only on 4 thinking of his turn, right?
Wow. Yeah, Jonathan just did that during the upkeep. You're in a better shape, but it's alright. Maybe this draw will be perfect when he needs that mounted. He's like, actually, he's just a genius. He's gonna look like a genius after this play.
Alright, so Jace bounces the Mastercore. 4 damage went somewhere, not sure where.
He didn't shoot. He shot Gavin.
He went to Gavin. He's in the burn your outback.
What is going on here?
Maybe he thinks he's only a couple mountains away from.
Well, next turn he could.
I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't know. I'm very confused right now, too. Doesn't want to kill Jace. He knows he doesn't really have an opportunity to take down Jace.
Yeah, and Gavin's life total is at such a high level that I don't see how he sees himself winning the game by just doming him. And he's only at 12.
Maybe his plan is to play Masticore and the Mountain, dome him again, and just hope to draw lots of Mountains. Because next turn, then he could double dome him. So, still not the greatest plan. If you're Gavin, even if you have a Mana Leak, you probably do it, right? Yep, Mana Leak.
Sure.
Pays for the Mana Leak, and there is a
double Mana Leak.
Second Mana Leak.
Okay, so if John just killed Jace at the beginning of the upkeep, life would have been so much better for him.
Yeah.
I think John still has a chance. He has 2 elements to play. He's definitely a mountain. Every mountain is 6 damage.
He's definitely not out of it. But Jace is still now there's a Gideon.
I can't help thinking he'd be in all these same like good positions if he just would have like made the other plays. Only he'd have more going on. I think John's just playing each turn, one turn at a time, like not thinking about the results of what his plays are going to be as well. Maybe I'm not seeing something.
I feel like Jonathan probably should have chumped at that point.
You mean traded?
Yeah, traded.
It doesn't seem too bad trading a Pilgrim guy for a 1/1 for a hog.
So Mount was picked up for. Let's see what he decides to do here. I'd want to get rid of the Jace.
Is Gideon at 10 counters or
8 counters?
Yeah, my kind of attack.
The triggers. Let's see where these are going.
He's picked up his pen. Next time he's gonna
Got the read.
Yep, he goes for him.
He's going for his dome.
And now Cough.
There's Cough. Wow. Flash for a freeze.
So why did
Flash freeze.
Why did he play Cough? What was the goal with that?
I don't know.
The other front ability.
I think he gave up. I think he was just giving
Well,
up.
there was 9 damage on the board. No cards in hand.
Yeah. Sometimes people just give up.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't win. I'm not going to make any plays that'll make me win. You ever heard about Antonino De Rosa? When he would be like losing a game, and it looked like he just couldn't. If he couldn't possibly win, he'd just start playing worse and worse, make people think he like plays really badly. You know.
So in hopes that the next round, next game, that he gets him.
There are a lot of people who thought like DeRosa was just like pretty awful for a while.
So that game with that game for John, he knew what his options were. He should have just killed off some birds, and then have your Cough there too. Play Cough pre-combat.
Yeah.
And he still gets countered, but kill off some birds, and then see what your next draw brings.
Felt like John had all the tools that game. I thought all the pieces were in place.
Definitely. The big turning point right there was not using that Massacre before Massacre could be bounced. Huge turning point. Go off to game 3, but those are what they have to do.
I think it looks like both of these players aren't very sure of this matchup because they are heavily consulting their sideboards.
That's the plus to playing Rogue.
But you're supposed to be ready for this. If you're playing Rogue and you play against the deck, you're the one who's supposed to be ready.
Should be. Maybe you just came up with it 2 days ago. That happens. Trust me.
I don't know what John's switches are. Because Gavin didn't throw any surprises.
I know what John's deck. I think John's deck was. We put it together.
4 Phoenix.
4 Lightning Bolt. 4 Phoenix.
2 Phoenix. 4 Dragon Lord.
4 Everflowing Chalice.
4 Cough. 4 Pilgrim Sack.
Probably 4 Burst Lightning, right?
It's Galvanic Blast. See the same thing now.
Oh, yeah.
A couple Warp Coil engines you probably need. What other cards did we see?
4 Ratchet Bomb.
I feel like that might be a sideboard card. Massacre. Manic Vandals in the sideboard.
It's a perfect example of that game, I thought. Of like how Artifact Destruction actually isn't that great against the Goblin.
Yeah.
Like, if you're red. Like, you're already like playing under a strategy where like Like the reason your strategy is good against them is because you can like kill all their creatures before they can equip them. I guess a core Firewalker's involved. You never kill that with a burn spell, so then you have to kill their equipment. So yeah, I guess that's probably like
a lot of people have adopted playing a Sun Titan on 2 on the board, which makes artifact destruction even worse.
I like Sun Titan.
Sun Titan seems it's just awesome.
It brings back your whole deck, one at a time. Except for the Sun Titans and the Gideons and the Jasons.
Sun Titan's pretty awesome.
I think that's it.
Your instance.
I'll make that brave statement. The Titans are good.
So with Titans being re-released in Duels of the Planeswalker, do you think Up 12 is going to bring them back?
Sure. I'll go with yes.
I hope so. It's a fun cycle. I like them. I think.
You don't think they're all too good?
Maybe.
You don't think they invalidate most other 6 casting creatures?
That's true. Like, I really wanted to play Consecrated Sphinx, but then I could play a Titan. I'm like, alright, never mind.
I kind of think Consecrated Sphinx is pretty close to a Titan.
But I don't
he's like a card draw Titan.
But he's not better than a Titan at all.
You don't think he's better than Frost Titan?
I almost would rather have Frost Titan.
Alright, here we go. We got a couple of turns going. Surprise, we're playing Magic.
Ratchet about turn 2 for John. Wow, and Gavin not with a
no turn 2 play for Gavin.
No stone for Mr. Turn 2.
I can't flash freeze that one.
No lots of things for Gavin turn 2. He has so many good 2-drops he could have. Doesn't even have the Mana Leak for the Pilgrim's Eye.
Do you even put Mana Leak the Pilgrim's Eye?
Hey, that card is Pilgrim's Eye.
I would definitely Mana Leak the Pilgrim's Eye.
May not know exactly what it is. It's hard to... you don't see a lot of Pilgrim's Eye.
Without a doubt, if I had a Mana Leak there, I would Mana Leak the Pilgrim's Eye.
Yeah.
It's straight. It's card advantage, sort of.
It's 2/3 the way to Metalcraft, which is actually relevant. Most Phoenix is coming back.
Especially when you can't remove them.
That's a Pilgrim Eye. Tax for 1 brings Gavin down to 19.
And Valakut. Sequel post for Gavin on his draw. He's got to be doing something soon. That's his return game.
Yeah, I think the Eye just interacts pretty well against Cargo deck.
5 mana. Phoenix.
There we go. You counter it now, it's probably just going to come back.
Counter it, play a Mox Opal.
And it come in for 5. Gavin picks up a Jace for his turn.
Gavin's draw looks pretty blank. Pretty wandy.
3 mana here. So couple back.
Okay. That'll control this
Phoenix for a couple.
Phoenix.
Take one just from the Pilgrim's Eye.
So that Tumble Magnet goes down to 2 counters after tapping the result of Phoenix.
4 mana here.
It's a Masticore. And a Mana Leak. Maybe he did have a Mana Leak. Maybe he just let the Pilgrim's Eye go.
The Imperial Effigy.
Imperial Effigy, is that a 1-cast curse artifact where you can pay 5 for it and remove from the game to remove target creature from the game?
Yep.
Exile, I'm sorry. You don't remove things from the game anymore.
Okay.
Then you can wish for them. You don't want that.
Right. Yeah, so I guess especially when I'm bringing Riddle Effigy, I don't think I bring in any artifact kill or Congo with mono red.
So Jace just gonna keep.
It's got to protect from the burn spells.
Probably just ramp up your Ratchet Pod here to 3. Maybe kill Jace that way.
Well, I think you probably ramp it up, but you don't. You kind of let it stick around if you want to have
Oh, John is ignoring Jace. That'll straight to Gavin.
I don't like that. What's 1 point of damage to your opponent? playing a deck like this.
Sometimes you have all the massacres. You know.
Still have all these massacres.
So right now, Joppy's a Massacre, a Ratchet Mound with 2 counters, Brittle Effigy, Pilgrim's Eye, and a Godolphin. He also has a Valakut in play and 5 mountains.
Gavin has a Jace with 5 counters, Tumble Magnet with 1, certain lands and a colonnade mix in there, things that matter.
I think he needs a Day of Judgment to stick around here.
Well, it doesn't even do anything.
Yeah,
you regenerate Massacre, you bring back Phoenix. Nice Day of Judgment.
Yeah.
Got your Pilgrim's Eye.
We're in a tight spot.
Gavin needs to rebuy that starting hand. If we start from the beginning and you're probably getting something better. One white. Maybe this is an oust. Yep.
Is it 2 from the top?
Oust.
Under your top.
Under my top.
He can bounce the Phoenix. Or did he brainstorm already?
He brainstormed already, but he just ousted Massacre there. Phoenix could still be handled by Tumble Magnet for a turn. It's a poor Firewalker.
How much do you wish that was Celestial Purge if you were Gavin Verhey right now?
Don't you use a Tectonic Edge now before, if you're Verhey, before a mountain could be played on John's side?
Probably.
The mountain gets rid of core Firewalker if that's even a threat.
There you go.
John's waiting for it.
This one, Inferno Titan, also John had just every red card. Current every red card that you might want to play, John's put in this deck somehow.
Looks like he has a second Brittle Effigy in his hand also. Maybe he wants to get rid of core Firewalkers.
If Gavin wins that game, it's going to be his Jace. Just draws enough. So no use of the Brittle Effigy there. Draws a Galvanic Blast.
That does 4 damage right now.
3 minutes. He doesn't have that Firewalker.
So there goes the last counter off the Tumble Magnet. In comes Pilgrim Eye at least. Finally going to Jace.
Do you think it was a mistake or a good play for Gavin to wait till the upkeep to kill the Valakut?
So I don't get what's going on here. Is the Galvanic Blast just... Oh, to kill the Jace. Kill the Jace. Alright.
Now he's going to Jace.
So he decides to kill the Jace now.
I think he only kills Jace when he has Xaxes to kill him. you don't want to waste any of those points of damage.
No.
You're the red deck. It's a numbers game.
Why did he use a Brittle Effigy though? What was he waiting for with this Effigy?
He's waiting for that.
We laughed out, but when he kills Gavin for Xaxes later, when he's done the next turn.
Celestial Colonnade for Gavin.
We got a crowd watching this game.
Yeah, they're all gathering around. Firewalker attacks.
So John has a collection of Brittle Effigies. It's kind of lying in wait just in case something scary happens, like a Celestial Colonnade is activated. So now we get to exile a land. And there's more where that came from. What Jonathan Johnson is. I hear him say it all the time.
Got your next one too, right here.
Gavin knows that John has a Massacre in hand, and we know John has Infernal Titan in hand. Gavin's just the roughest spot that could be.
Yeah.
For those of you just joining us, you are watching round 3 of Grand Prix Dallas-Fort Worth. This is a standard Grand Prix. In the booth, we got Rashad Miller, Ray Punsalot, and Brian Kowal. We're watching Gavin Verhey playing Cargo versus Jonathan Jopp. He's playing the Mama Red Control deck.
The first feature match of the day. You have not missed much if you're just joining us now.
comes the sun.
Sun Tiger would probably brings back to Anagarch. Is that the best we could do?
Yeah, that was the best we could do.
That's probably good enough.
Yeah, oust the Phoenix.
Oh, oust. I thought that was a wall of omens he was pointing at. He's like, and wall of omens, your guy. Jonathan's going to gain 3 life from that.
I don't think Gavin needs more ineffectual ground creatures.
So, what can John do here? He has the option of Whirl Epidemic the Sun Titan. He can play his multi-tail Massacre.
Chop's going to the tank.
In with stop that guy.
Right in the eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 3 is over. You played 5 additional turns.
Alright, so that's time's been calling me around. I don't know if these guys have any extra.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just said you can turn to auto.
Taps 4 mana, thinks about whether he wants to cast Masticore.
Right, so right now they don't have a time restriction. This is turn 0. Now Jonathan Jobs playing turn 0. He plays the Masticore, and
should be
Gavin's turn 1.
Pretty good for finishing off Gavin.
What does Gavin get? Sun Titan.
We're just trying to figure out what to do, how to get value out of the Sun Titan.
You get a bunch of lands from your graveyard. Gavin's holding a flash freeze.
Right, so
I think Gavin's hope is that John draws a mountain here, so that he gets to actually flash freeze for Verhey instead of taking 4 to the Nug.
Right, so
but he knows he's going to draw the Phoenix.
Pretty sure if you're John, you can just pass the turn.
Oh yeah, John should just pass the turn here.
Attack and pass the turn.
Gavin's hoping he plays Phoenix.
Oh, there's a colony there.
Because if he casts Phoenix, then he gets to. If he casts Phoenix, he gets to just flash freeze it and save himself some damage.
You probably just pass the turn here and finish him off with Massacre.
I think you just attack with Pilgrim's Eye and see what happens. Like there's no cost to just attack with a Pilgrim's Eye here.
You lose your colonnade.
What?
Is there another colonnade in there? Oh, there's no colonnade? Are there no colonnades in there? Oh, I guess not.
Gavin isn't dead from that attack? He must have gained a life from some red spell.
Oh yeah, he probably didn't have the life totals correctly.
Sorry about that. Apparently our life totals were wrong. He's at 1.
Squadron, huh? And this should be game over. Unless John doesn't know that Massacre can target players.
Well, he did it last game, so he should be able to find the play.
Sometimes, you get surprised by something.
Maybe we can get this deck from John and
upkeep.
Play some games between the rounds with it.
Alright, so upkeep and kill you.
Yep, upkeep, kill you.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Job.
We should ask John how to use it. Maybe we can get his deck.
Might be able to try it out. We might be able to talk to him.
I did.
See John. Just found out. It is. So we're going to peek at John.
So like I put the deck together.
He didn't discard.
Like 2 days
Just
ago. And I went 27 and 1 with it.
And in his upkeep,
I was like,
he killed
yeah, I
Gavin.
guess we're playing it in the Jeep.
Why
I
he
just
didn't
can't
discard.
argue.
Didn't really make a difference if he discarded everybody. In his upkeep, he killed Gavin. No need to discard.
If he comes to the booth, we gotta get a group nice deck.
That's pretty.
It's actually
That was really fun to watch, though. A different deck that you don't see too often. You know, a lot of standard tournaments around, and you haven't seen one really break through there.
Right. It looks like it has some nice Cobblade weapons, especially if the Cobblade players.
It's actually
ready
really
for it.
good in